Christian Refugee Camps. Providing sanctuary and sustenance for breakaway Christians and their families.
May God provide a way of escape for His people. 1 Corinthians 10 verse 13.
The time has come for Christians to flee to the mountains. But without being citizens of this God-hostile world, we are told the following words.
You don't exist!
God creates natural persons. The God-hostile world creates legal persons.
And we have nowhere to go. Under this lockdown, we can't even return to take shelter in the forest, where we were for 18 years. Nor can we buy, nor sell, in the registered, so-called white economy, etc., etc. An exodus is needed.
Background.
Jesus Christ is our president preeminent, but, due to the sly, age-long usurpation of his throne, by popes, Holy Roman emperors, kings, prime ministers, presidents, etc., Jesus' paramount lordship has been mostly in the trash for more than 1,000 years, and Christians are the world's scum. As I write this memorandum, we are homeless with nowhere to go. This phenomenon has plagued us since the time of Emperor Constantine, with a few glorious exceptions.
Dilemma.
God's people are like fish out of water, in the present, evil, Sodom and Gomorrah world order of nations. But due to the politics of the world's exclusionary enclaves/nations, to divorce the greedy usurpers, leaves us as outsiders, slated for death, with nowhere to go. Footnote: my family and I divorced the satanic world order, and consequently, we are homeless and have nowhere to go. We were forcibly evicted from our primitive campsite and home of 18 years in a mountain forest in Bariloche, Argentina. Persecuted Christians used to flee to America, USA, in particular to Massachusetts and Rhode Island, but, since 1963, Washington, D.C. is a satanic stronghold. We lived there for 45 years. We know the reality in contrast to the political mirage portraying the USA to be a safe zone. In 2002, we fled the jurisdictional territory of Washington to save our children from being officially abducted. It's a long story. The net effect is an internal exile, which is an indirect form of slavery. Christians are not inclined to put up with oppression and mistreatment needlessly.
Let's make a plan of remedy.
Consequently, we are presently in Viedma, the capital of the province, Rio Negro, Argentina, to endeavor to change the tyrannical laws regarding the responsible use of vacant land. But it is obvious to me that we need to establish unorganized Christian refugee camps in every nation and/or every major language group, so Christians and their families can peaceably separate from the God-hostile world and have adequate shelter, assistance, sanctuary, and wholesome education for their children. And a warm welcome when, because of taking the courageous action necessary to belong to Jesus exclusively, they lose everything.
Footnote.
I can't imagine that Jesus will go down to the valley of sin, looking for his people in Sodom and Gomorrah, when he returns. Bear with me. Rather, he has called us to flee to the mountains. May he give us understanding of this Genesis 19 metaphor, a course of action, and the courage to implement it.
Jesus said in Luke 17 verse 29, quote,
"The day Lot left Sodom, fire and sulfur rained down from heaven and destroyed them all."
And in verse 32, quote,
"Remember Lot's wife,
unquote,
and don't look back."
Invitation.
My cherished reader, if you have wisdom in this direction, we need to hear from you. Please contact us. God bless. Affectionately yours, Christian and my wife Vicky.
Our website address is nopresidentbutjesus.com/contact us. See, if you please, the following items.
The relevant speech I have prepared for presenting to the United Nations in Geneva and New York. A self-publishing Christian passport that you can adapt to your specifications is available free of charge online. Our humanitarian convoy to help the Branch Davidians in Waco, Texas, USA, was arrested on April 16, 1993, 3 days before the FBI incinerated and/or machine gunned 76 men, women and children. See a photo of me under false arrest by the FBI. For more than 30 years Washington, D.C. has lied about their mass murder, etc., in the Waco massacre. This action seeks the death penalty for the parties found guilty. See an indictment injustice online. See another one of our videos on YouTube entitled, The Great Secret Warp of Church and State. Thank you for watching. Your comments are welcome.